Hello, Event Tech Live 2020. My name is Dan Slavin and I am the Senior Business Development Manager at Eventsforce. Eventsforce is an event tech company founded in 2004, headquartered in London with offices in the US, and we work globally with event planners, helping them run their event portfolio more effectively. We offer at our core a cloud-based system also called Eventsforce, which offers registration, abstract management and awards management solutions, as well as a wider technology portfolio of products, including mobile apps, attendance recording tools, and on-site check-in kiosks for physical events. But today we're here to talk about Eventsforce VCD, Eventsforce virtual content delivery platform, which is our virtual offering to the market. Now, this is a platform that is fully integrated with Eventsforce registration and Eventsforce abstracts, so no concerns there. And it's actually a solution that we build out for our clients. So we build out a website similar to the one that you're looking at now, following a consultation process. So we take that off the shoulders of our clients, and our clients make decisions on terminology, functionality, color scheme, graphics, etc. But we build out the site for you. You then are trained up on the system, and then you manage all the content. So we create the actual physical virtual event. You then manage the actual content that runs on that. And the aim of the VCD product is to encourage audience engagement. So between you, the event organizer, and your attendees, your program, audience engagement, networking. So obviously massive part of events is networking, and virtually it's difficult to do that. So we're aiming to try and help your attendees network as best as they can. And sponsor exhibitor ROI, very important group of people at any event. Our platform aims to give them a lot of tools and a lot of ability to deliver a great event for your sponsors, exhibitors as well, and really deliver that ROI for them. So we'll take a look at how we do that. So firstly, it's a social media inspired tool. So it's similar to kind of being logged into LinkedIn. You can see on the left-hand side, I've got some personal pages here. I complete my profile and it's my shop window for the rest of the event. And my personal pages fill up with information once I start engaging with various different elements of the event. So once I start making contacts, once I start sending messages, once I start engaging with companies, and so on. The entire system is actually underpinned by a tag system. So we ask our attendees and also our exhibiting companies and sponsors to fill out two sets of tags. The first set of tags are what we bring to the table, what's our area of expertise and focus. And the second set of tags is what we're at the event to do. What type of people, what type of content, what type of companies are we here to engage with and learn about? And the system will then personalize the event based on those interest tags, and also introduce us to the right type of people, the right type of companies, delivering on the networking, the sponsor, exhibitor, ROI piece as well. On the homepage, let's look at the homepage. Firstly, there's lots of advertising opportunities at the VCD. We've got this rotating banner at the top. We've got side banners. If I was to scroll down to the bottom, which I will do shortly, we've got a footer banner as well. And these banners that can rotate are also able to target people on their tags as well. So you can have adverts that only specific groups of people can see. So really powerful in terms of targeting and getting the message and the branding across to the right groups of people at the event. Quite an intelligent way of running advertising campaigns. Then we have a little welcome message. We have a panel which describes functionality at the event, so a little guide to how to use the VCD. And these are all customizable. Obviously, you make these decisions on what you want to be on the homepage. We then have two recommendation panels, one for sponsors and one for attendees. And these are sponsors and attendees that match with my tags. So their offering tag matches up with my seeking tag. They're offering something that I'm interested in. They're offering something that I want to find out about. So the system is saying, why don't you speak to these companies? Why don't you speak to these people? It's going to be a good conversation. It's going to be worthwhile. So it's providing that opportunity to network with the right people. It's also providing that excellent ROI to sponsors and exhibitors, because they are being pushed as appropriate people to engage with to people who are interested in what they have to offer. Now, there's various other different elements to the homepage, but we've gone for a social stream here, which is kind of like Twitter for the event, and again is designed to allow engagement, designed to allow conversation and discussions to happen. The other thing you can do on a social stream is you're able to latch onto a hashtag from Twitter, grab that hashtag and put it through into your social stream and populate the rest of the social stream with tweets using your hashtag. So you can create a social wall of content with your event hashtag. Now we scroll back up to the top. The tabs for the middle are obviously how you engage with various different elements of the event. The first two tabs are very important. These are the program tabs, the agenda tab and the My Schedule tab. This is where your actual conference or show content can be viewed live or recorded. The agenda tab is the full agenda of the event, whereas the My Schedule tab is my personal itinerary at the event, and it can consist of meetings and any sessions I've booked onto. It can be viewed as well as the agenda tab. They can both be viewed in calendar format or like this list format, where I can see meetings and I can also see sessions that I've booked onto, or just favorited from the agenda tab. If we click into the big pitfalls to avoid with hybrid events, we can see what a live session looks like. So this is the session details page where I can see who the presenter and author is, my colleague Ian, who's attending, and also a description. There's any content would be appropriate, would be part of the session, would be displayed here as well. And interestingly, a social stream, particularly for this session. This is great, again, for discussion, for engagement, for networking, for getting people interested in the same topic to start that debate. But as for audience engagement, this is a crucial part of any virtual event platform. This is when you're fighting for your attendees' attention, when at home, especially at the moment, and they're distracted by the dog, the cat, their wife, the husband, the children, the doorbell, the TV, the radio. You need something which engages with them, that means that it's a more immersive experience, and our audience engagement software does that. So firstly, you can live stream via Zoom, Big Marker, YouTube Live, or Vimeo. And if we have a little listen of what my colleague Ian here has to say.
Here to stay. The WHO predicts no change in the next 6 to 8 months, and attendees will either attend events in person or virtually, or maybe not at all, depending on if they're able to travel.
Very good points, Ian. But whilst Ian is talking, or whoever's presenting, or whatever panel discussion is taking place, your attendees will see a live interactive panel on the right-hand side here, where it says polls and social Q&A. You can have all sorts of polls, all sorts of surveys asked in different types of questions, and those results of the surveys, of the polls, can actually be displayed in the live stream as well, if you want. Great discussion points. And the social Q&A is fantastic because you're able to ask whatever question you want. The rest of the audience can see all the questions as well. And you're actually able to upvote on the questions that you find personally most interesting. So you're able to upvote for the questions that you think are the hot topic questions. And the entire audience can do the same. And at the top of the league table is the questions that your panel discussion presenter, your moderator, need to be answered. So really great audience engagement that grabs their attention and means it's not just that they're sat here watching a stream, it's a little bit more than that. Crucial with virtual events moving forward, I believe. Now, we also have lots of different sponsorship opportunities. So you can see, we've already shown you that there's advertising, intelligent advertising, targeting on the tag system as well. But you can also see two tabs that are branded. So we've got the Reed Exhibition Speaker Lounge. And this is a tab of all the speakers at the event. A lot of kudos to be associated with the speakers. And we've also got the EMC Squared Content Hub. So this is a content hub where you as the organizer upload loads of thought leadership pieces. And again, it's a lot of kudos to be associated with such a thought leadership focused part of the VCD event. So branding and naming rights is a big part of sponsorship opportunities with the VCD. And in terms of the content hub, you can have ebooks, you can have videos, PDFs, Word documents, all sorts of stuff that are going to provide lots of value for your attendees before, during, and after your live content days. We then have the sponsors and exhibitors and the attendees tab. And this is where we can engage with those two groups. So if we go to the attendees tab, we can see a list of all the attendees at the event. And if we go up to the top, we can see a recommended tab. We can have a recommended tab on a lot of different pages. I've just got one on the attendee page, but we could have one on the content hub. We could have one on sponsors and exhibitors. And it shows me, in this example, attendees who match my tags. So these are people who I've got multiple tag matches with. Ideal, strong, determined is showing the number of tags that I've matched with. So 8 plus more is ideal, 5 plus is strong. I think verified is 3 plus. But I know these guys are experts or offer something that I want to find out more about. So the system's making intelligent recommendations based on the tag system. If I go back to browse, as well as the advanced search, which creates a drop-down list of fields I can search by, I can also search by a filter, and the filter's on the tag system. So I'm looking for an expert in a particular sector or a particular industry, I can look for them and find them this way. But interestingly, speaking of sponsors and exhibitors earlier, your sponsors and exhibitors are going to be particularly interested in the seeking filter. So these are people seeking particular solutions. Really interesting for them, because if they're, for example, if I'm exhibiting at an event, like I am, Eventtech Live, I could click virtual events, and I'm looking now I'm finding now people who are looking for virtual event solutions. So I know that I've got something that's going to be interesting to them. So from an ROI perspective, this is fantastic for exhibitors and sponsors. They can really zone in and find the people who are going to be most interested in what they have to offer. And if we click into one of these, if we click into Rhonda Allen, for example, we can see her profile, her details, her social media networks, her bio. She's even embedded her blog here, so I can read her blog. And if we scroll down to the bottom, we can see all the tags that she's matched up with me on, what she's offering, what she's seeking. If we scroll up to the top, we can see how we can engage with Rhonda. We can write notes. We can send a message to Rhonda in the VCD messaging tool. We can add or remove Rhonda from our contacts list. And by the way, notes and contacts lists are accessible in my personal pages up here. Or we can request a meeting. And this is actually a face-to-face video meeting room that's created by the VCD, a unique meeting room for this meeting between Rhonda and I. I can invite anyone else who's attended, registered for the event. I can send a link to external people who aren't even registered for the event. There's no time limit. There's no limit on the number of people. And we're here ticking that box of networking. We're allowing people to find the right people firstly, and then engage with them in face-to-face meetings. Fantastic. Now, sponsor and exhibitors tab shows me all the sponsors and exhibitors. So we could split this into two tabs, one for sponsors, one for exhibitors. I've got them tiered, so I've got platinum, diamond, and I've got gold. Exhibitors at the bottom. And again, I can search those commercial partners by the filters, so I can find out who's offering particular solutions. So if I'm looking for a virtual event solution, I can run a search and find a company that's offering that virtual event solution. Now, if we go into a particular tag, if we go into sponsor profile, if we go to CompuWare, we can see, similar to the attendee profile, we can see their company overview, social media networks, and then contacts who are working for this company. We can also engage with face-to-face meetings, send messages and write notes with them. But we can also request more information from a company. And if we request more information from a company, we are actually sent to that company as an inbound lead. And in the company view of the VCD, they can manage us as a lead. They also have the opportunity to upload as much collateral as they want. So they can upload a podcast for your attendees to listen to. They can watch a YouTube video here. They can upload HTML video. They can have PDFs for download. They can have Word documents for download. Loads and loads and loads of collateral here. And they can also upload whatever thumbnails they want to here as well to make their stand out, their profile stand out. So that is the VCD. We've designed it to allow audience engagement, participation, to capture their attention. We've designed it to allow the best possible networking opportunities by having this tag system that introduces people to the right type of companies, the right type of content, and the right type of people at an event. And for exhibitor ROI, we've given them the ability to showcase their platform, their product, their solutions, whatever it is they're selling via an exhibitor or sponsor profile, whilst also using the tag system to find out the most relevant people, using the advertising tool to send out adverts to targeting particular groups of people. There's branding opportunities with the different areas of the VCD. There's an intelligent advertising tool. So there's a lot here for everybody. Now, we are very, very keen to speak to people at Eventtech Live and find out about their event portfolio moving forward, whether it's hybrid, whether it's virtual only or physical. Our software solution, our portfolio of products can help you with everything. So please do come to our stand. Please do come and find out more about the VCD. There's lots I haven't shown you, and I'd be keen to find out more about your opportunities and whether we could maybe be part of them. Thank you for your time. Speak to you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.